Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Don Nelson.
And I'm Michelle Edmonds. Here are your top news headlines. The worst may still be yet to come from what was Hurricane Florence.
The now tropical depression is making its way north while the death toll has reached 21. Deadly and deep floodwaters are rushing through the Carolinas as days of rainfall break 140-year records in some places. There are ongoing rescue efforts across the region as water levels continue to rise. Dozens who thought they had survived the worst of the hurricane now suddenly relying on rescue workers as they leave their homes behind.
Some people say they've been praying for a while. Some people are crying, and some people are just like, thank you, Lord.
There are at least 1,200 roadways closed in North Carolina alone, including parts of Interstate 95. Flood warnings have now expanded to include 10 states and nearly 30 million people.
Well, since the tropical storm began, 10 different Idaho-based Red Cross volunteers and staff have been deployed across the East Coast. More Idaho volunteers and staffers expected to go in the days and weeks to come. Right now, one of the volunteers in South Carolina says after flash floods devastated the area, they're preparing to hand out critical materials.
What we will be delivering at that point is cleanup supplies, which includes brooms and mops, gloves, masks, bleach.
You can understand why. The materials are deemed critical at this point because as people head back into the area, they're expected to see what's left of their homes. The Red Cross is also in need of financial and blood donations. For more information on that, go to 6onyourside.com.
A Napa man is now in jail accused of sexually abusing 3 underage girls, and police think they may not be the only ones. Officials arrested this man, Jack Swisher, last week. He faces felony charges of lewd conduct with a minor and sex abuse of a minor. Police say Swisher offered the girls rides on his motorized wheelchair. A lot of the children live in the Napa apartment complex where Swisher also lives, and that has police concerned.
He goes by the nickname Mr. Jack, and he does befriend, smaller children. So that's our concern, is that there may be other victims.
If you have any additional information and know children who have had dealings with this man, call Nampa Police.
Now, Chief Meteorologist Scott Dorval with the On Your Side forecast.
All right, our forecast certainly been drying out. Lots of sunshine, beautiful conditions. Morning a little cool, but in the afternoon warming up nicely. Temperatures up near 80 degrees for the high temperature. Notice southeast Oregon, a little more orange showing up on the map, and that's that warm weather. 80 in Pocatello, 79 Ontario as well. Cool in the mountains. It was in the 20s. In fact, it was 20 in Stanley this morning. Here's that forecast coming up for the Treasure Valley for tomorrow. 80 degrees in the afternoon, pleasant conditions. Morning still cool, as you'd expect, in the 40s. It's just going to get cooler, but very pleasant for this time of year. A lot of times it's pretty typical. That's the case. A little change coming in, though, towards Wednesday. The breeze is going to kick on in, and that's going to be bringing in a cooler air mass. So we'll really notice the morning lows dropping back. Still no chance of frost yet for the valley. We'll keep an eye so you keep your tomatoes good and red there. Cooler conditions into Thursday, but warming right back up on Friday before cooling a little bit Saturday and Sunday. Do need to watch next week. This is when the temperatures drop. We'll have to see what happens after that. But we may actually get some precipitation. So a few changes coming in. You can get updates on my Facebook page or go to our website, 6onyourside.com.